Welcome back to Houston Life. Since 1945, Goodwill Houston has been on a mission to help others in the community. One way the nonprofit organization does this is by offering free resources and job training programs for individuals facing barriers to employment. Darla Beede and Barbie Parker from Goodwill Houston are joining us now with more on how Goodwill is helping change lives through the power of work. Full disclosure, I am a big fan. I'm a supporter. I MC the annual gala. Yes. Darla, I'm so glad to meet you. Barbie, welcome back to the show. It's great to see you.
It's awesome to be here.
Well, when we talk about changing lives through the power of work, Darla, you're the perfect example because you hit a point a few years ago where you truly had to start over. You landed in prison for a couple years.
Yes, I did.
Tell us what happened. Tell us the story.
I was working for a chemical plant, and unfortunately I made some bad choices and decisions, and I ended up misusing company credit cards. And so with that, I was convicted of wire fraud, and I was sentenced to 2 years in a federal prison camp. And I did 16 months on the 2 years. I was released November 1st of 2019.
Okay, and at that point in 2019, and thank you for sharing your story. I think it's so empowering. Landing in prison, it makes you a more dynamic person. It's another experience to add to your list of things. Barbie, it's very common though when people come out of prison, they can't find a job because suddenly it's on your record. And this is how you felt, Darla, right? Like who's gonna hire me? So what did you do?
Yeah, I thought my life was over, really. And so I went, I was at the halfway house and someone told me about Goodwill. And just like a lot of people think and people need to know, we are something besides a store. I thought, why would I go there? I don't have any money to spend. And they said, no, they have great programs. And so I went to Goodwill and I was given an employment specialist to work with me. And she helped me to work through things, my resume, getting myself back to where I was employable. And so I went to work in one of the stores even for a little while.
Okay, so then you had income to help rebuild your life. By the way, interesting fact is that while you were in prison, your husband of 30 years divorced you.
Yes.
I'm glad to know that you still have a good friendship.
We do. We have a great relationship.
But you've also moved on. You're in a new relationship.
Yes, I am. It's one of those things where you can be bitter and be, despise a person, but why do that?
Yeah,
you move on.
It's so true. You're so wise. And you know what? I think that everybody out there, we've all done things that we wouldn't want on the front page news, right? Again, I think it's incredible you're sharing your story of empowerment. And by sharing your story, you're also helping other people. And Barbie, this is something that we have seen many times over and over. There are so many people who feel trapped and like they'll never get a second chance.
Exactly. And Darla breathes and lives our mission of Goodwill every single day. And she shares her story and helps other people to get back on their feet and to say, you know what, I did it and so can you. And so we are just so blessed to have Darla actually on our staff. And like she said, she worked in our stores and she rose through the ranks and she breathes Goodwill every single day. She's out there talking about our mission and she makes Goodwill Houston shine, and we are so proud of her. And because people shop and donate in our stores, they help provide free training and all of these services to our fellow Houstonians.
It's very important that the donations come in because that's how we're able to help people.
Exactly.
And because people say, oh, well, y'all make money. Well, but we put it back into the community. Yeah. And that's the thing is I started in a store and then COVID hit and shut everything down. And so then eventually I was hired back with Goodwill at a salaried position. And I go out and work to get partners to work alongside with Goodwill. And then I meet with people and tell them, hey, you can do this.
At all hours of the day, you're working. 5 a.m.
Weekends, whatever.
9 p.m.
I've seen video of you. Actually, you are at a Space Cowboys game, handing out vouchers to the game. Essentially, you encourage the public to come and make donations. And Darla, what's so great is as you're meeting these people and they're handing over their bags of donated goods, you're helping them to better understand Goodwill's mission.
Yeah, part of my spending the time there is I have the different flyers and the different information that we can let and share with them. And that's what I tell them, hey, when you donate like this is what you're doing. So yeah, it's a great way to share the message.
You found a new lease on life.
Yes, this is totally out of what I had done before. but it's what I love to do, because when I did get out, I had planned on not telling anybody. And then, the good Lord above said, nope, this is what you're going to do. And I love it every minute. I want to share my story. I didn't at first, but I do now. I share it every minute, every chance I get.
I'm glad.
And Darla is we have an award ceremony every single year at Goodwill Houston, and Darla was our top winner this year. So we were just so proud of her.
And so many
Very
people,
blessed.
again, whose lives you're helping. And by the way,
Exactly.
people who are going to judge you, those people don't matter.
That's
And the
right.
people who matter
Right.
don't judge you.
Right.
So your life
Amen.
is your life, and you are making the best of it. And are you happy,
I'm very happy.
professionally and personally?
Very. Things are great. Couldn't be better. And that's my whole thing is that's what I tell people, is that you got to start out small, but you just got to keep building, because you always got to remember that the good Lord made the windshield so big and the rear view mirror so small, because you need to look
Love
forward and not look back.
That is beautiful, Darla. I will never forget
No,
that.
me
Yes,
either.
thank you.
Darla Beede, Barbie Parker, great to see you both.
Thank you, Derek. Always great to see you too.
I still have so many questions about your new relationship and your personal life. After 30 years of marriage, you
It's
you
okay.
started anew. We love it. Thanks again, ladies, for stopping by. In the meantime, if you'd like to learn more about the programs and services offered at Goodwill Houston, you can visit their website, goodwillhouston.org, or you can give them a call, 713-692-6221. Keep donating, keep buying, visit your local Goodwill. They're doing fantastic work in our community. And don't go away. Houston Life will be right back.